All right, today we're going to focus on how to complete the 1.02 slope and y-intercept assignment correctly. Given the information that you have in the course, you'll have to determine the equation. And from the equation that you have, the first things that you'll need to do are determine the slope. So right there is the slope, the 2 with the x. So my slope is 2, and I wrote it as 2 over 1, and you'll see why in just a moment. And then this value right here is always going to be the y-coordinate of my y-intercept. So my y-intercept is this ordered pair 0, 7. So now what I need to do is go to Desmos and let's get the graph of this equation. So I open up Desmos and I'm going to put that equation in. Y equals 2x plus 7. And there's my line. Now I'm going to move that thing around just to make it easier to follow. Okay, so I'm just going to pull it down here a little bit so I can see it a little bit better and maybe zoom out just a touch. Okay, now watch what I'm about to do. I'm going to click right here at this point. This is the y-intercept, but watch what happens when I click on it. The ordered pair shows up. So at this point, I need a screenshot of this page right here. So I'm going to open up my snipping tool right now, and I'm going to take this screenshot. And then I am going to paste that into a Word document. So I'm going to come right back to here and I put that in. So I've taken care of determining the equation, determining the slope, determining the y-intercept, and now getting the graph. The last thing that I need to do is show the slope on this graph. And to do that, I'm going to need to use the tools in Microsoft Word. So I'm going to go up here to insert and I'm going to click on that, and then I need a shape. And the shape that I want is a line. So I'm going to pick this straight line right here. And you'll see that I've got that plus sign. So now when I come down to here, I'm going to put the plus sign right on top of my y-intercept. And what I'm going to do now is press the shift key and then left click and then pull that straight up. Because the slope is 2, that means I'm going to go up 2 and over 1. So I just went up 2. So now what I'm going to do is click on Drawing Tools, which is just above here. And when I do that, and sometimes it gives me a spasm, when I do that, it's going to give me this option right here. So I click on the shape outline, and I chose the 2 to be purple, so I'm going to make this purple. And then I want to make it a little bit wider so that I can actually see that line. So I just clicked on weight, come down to here, boom. Now I can see that purple line that I've just put in there. Now I need to do the 1, remember, up, over, right. We're always going to the right. So I'm going to put in a line from this endpoint. So I'm going to go back to insert. I'm going to get my line. I'm going to move my cursor right there, that plus sign, right to the end of that purple line. I'm going to hold the shift key as soon as I get there. And then I'm going to pull left click and pull it to the right till I get to the line. And then I'm going to release. And again, I'm going to go back to the format. I'm going to click on shape outline. I'm going to choose green now for that one because that's what I chose for my color here. And then again, I want to go back to the weight and make it bigger. So now I have shown that slope one time. I want to do it 2 more times. So now I'm going to use a cheater method, and I'm just going to click on that purple line because I just want to copy that one. So I'm going to press Control C and copy that, and then I'm going to press Control V to paste it, and then I'm just going to move that line up. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to put it right at the end of that green one that I just drew, and boom, there it is. Then I'm going to do exactly the same thing with the green line. I'm going to click on that to select it, Control C to copy it, Control V to paste it, and then I'm going to pull that little line right up to the end of the purple line. Boom, I've got those 2 in place, and I'm going to do it 1 more time because I want 3 sets of these to show how that slope is working. So again, I select purple, Control C to copy, Control V to paste it. I'm going to just pull that up to the end of that green line. If I can do it, I did a lousy job. I'm going to shift it over just a touch. Okay, so I got that in place. And then again, last one, I'm going to select the green, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. I'm going to pull it up and put that in place. Ta-da! And that's what your assignment is going to look like for each of the problems in this. So that you're going to have the equation listed, the slope listed, make it a fraction. It's always going to be 1 on the bottom if the slope is a whole number. The y-intercept listed, it's an ordered pair. The the x-coordinate, is always going to be 0. The y-coordinate is always going to be this number right here. It's positive if that's a plus sign. It's negative if it's a minus sign. You'll have the graph from Desmos showing the equation, showing the line. Remember to click on that y-intercept so that the ordered pair shows up, and then draw in your lines. And that's it for doing this assignment. Do a great job.